Hello, it's Ashley's Journeys again, and today I'll be going over some topics and some things that made me laugh from the internet, because it's not just the Girls Ask Guys site anymore. It's some stuff off of Twitter and some stuff that makes me anxious too, but I'm gonna save the anxious part for... Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is some post that was, or question that was asked on the Girls Ask Guys site, which is, guys, when was the last time you got slapped by a girl? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. So, some of the other guys had responses like, girls know better than to hit them, or if a girl hits them, they should be expected to get hit back. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that, but like, why even bring this question up? Like, I envision in my mind, like, what would be the reason to even why would you be put in a situation where a girl slap you? I feel like no matter what, she shouldn't hit you, but like, just imagine, right? So just imagine, like, if it was like an anime or something, right? And then some guy said on the anime, "Oh, that's why your boobs are small." And then it's like a random slap, or like in Fully Cooley FLCL, where she kept slapping everything upside his head. It'd be like her guitar and her moped, and then things would grow out, and just like randomly hitting him, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Or like, if you're reacting to something, let's say like a group of friends are reacting to like a video or something like that, and it's girls and boys in the friend group, and then then the guy's like, yeah, but that's why you would never be as cool as this girl on the show that we're watching, or something like that. And the girl, like, what? But anyways, it's still like just not okay. I don't even do that in play, but when they said that they would knock them out back, like, it's just like that. Because it's like, yeah, that should be expected, but just imagine how it would look, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, I keep laughing about this. Anyways, off of that topic, I'll put the guys' responses to it later on in the video if I can't fit it all here. They had some funny responses. Anyway, So on Twitter, it was trending, can the fitness industry and body positivity in, I'm sorry, that's not the industry, okay, body positivity coexist? Let me say that again. Can the fitness industry and body positivity coexist? Uh, I don't think so. I don't think so. And the reason why I say I don't think so, right? Not only, I'm gonna tackle this in many different um, perspectives. First, we have people that are always trying to one up someone else. So if they feel like they're fit and they're sexy and they're cute and they're the ideal body type, the ideal body type, anyone else that is not the ideal body type, which is overweight or something like that, they're gonna be like, I'm better than you. I'm better. You know, they're gonna always be like, no, they can't be accepted because no one wants to give up being spoiled and being seen as, you know, top tier, just to share that crown with everyone and make it mean nothing. Yeah, like a lot of these people, it makes them feel great about themselves just to one up people, and that's for different aspects of stuff. That's different things. That's an umbrella thing. But another way you could tackle this is that health-wise, like, it is not healthy to be overweight, and there are like when the body positivity started, it was about like average sized people that no one cares about, that no one like focuses on, that they could get some attention, and then it got like overrun by like overweight, and that's fine, because I feel like average sized people who are curvaceous, you know, like me, like see, anyways, and you know, a bit lower, not too much lower. You know, like you're curvy, but you're not super muscular, and then you're not like really skinny. So the thick girls have not been getting that much attention, but it's fine. But they want, so you literally again are skipping over the middle ground that they always ignore. They always ignore us. They do. And you're like, how come the super muscular fit, that end of the spectrum, and the other end of the spectrum, how come they just don't come together in kumbaya? Because of course they won't. And then on the other end of the spectrum, like obese and overweight, since they like how, I mean, they get, you know, guys that are into that type of fetish and all that stuff, and you know, and even maybe women that are into that type of stuff. I don't know. I don't watch those shows about that stuff, but those people, they get married, and you know, um, they feel like, well, if I'm still attractive to someone, why does it matter that the world, or a lot of people in the world, don't like my weight? It is my body. And I say, like, from a doctor standpoint, because a doctor is paid to care. A doctor, that's their job, to care about your health. From a doctor's standpoint, a doctor would say, no, that's unhealthy. You should really work on making sure that you're healthy. But from like a more like just a everyday person, I don't really care. It's not that deep to me. It's not my body that they right. Why should I tell them what to do? That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. It is their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why? I don't. So I just don't see. I mean, it's not my body. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. When I see Lizzo out, and you know she's out with like her thongs and stuff on, my body's too big to me, and I don't have plastic surgery or anything. I'm just uncomfortable with wearing thongs, bikini bottoms, anything that would ride up and chafe my butt and the crack of my butt. So yeah, and the thing about that is my butt, if I did wear something like that, it would disappear up my butt. Okay? So there's girls that have booties and stuff, like Megan Thee Stallion, that's okay with wearing stuff like that. I'm not. I just like to be comfortable a lot of time. That's why this is baggy. This dress is baggy compared to if it was fitted. Like, see if it was fitted, you're like, oh my gosh, wow. And then I just wear baggies. Stuff. I don't wear it fitted. So, but anyways, just imagine if I wore everything fitted. It's, wow, your boobs. Wow, your butt. It's like, I don't need that type of attention 24/7, but okay. Anyways, like I said, there's girls that do want that attention and they can handle that. And I think, why not? Okay, on both ends of the spectrum, you have those girls that want that type of attention. And that's fine. Even where I stand on that end of the spectrum, there's women that are okay with that type of attention, and that's fine. I just don't. I'm not gonna be unrealistic, be delusional, and think that they're going to kumbaya, come to peace, and be like, it's okay, you're super fit, and that's fine, and I'm all the way on the other end of the spectrum. It's like, or vice versa. Oh, I'm super fit, and you're on the end of the spectrum. You're overweight, you're obese. That's fine. Like, because a lot of people, because the world, especially how things are, like politics and power and stuff, since they can't control these aspects of their lives, they try to control other people's lives. So they'll go and they'll be like, well, that's why you shouldn't have this and that. You should have thought about covering your bills first. Or, why didn't you could have got these expensive things I got? Why did you cover your bills first? Vice versa. It's just how they are. They're always trying to control other people and their lives. That's the problem. And then, so you'll hear this argument, because I hear both sides complaining about each other. So the really fit people be like, oh, it's disgusting, they're overweight, blah, blah, blah. And then, or they're obese, they should work on that. No one should, applaud them. That's disgusting. And then the people on the other side will be like, yeah, but y'all still suffer from heart attacks. Y'all aren't any better, okay? Because when you overwork out, it gets bad for your heart, and some people have died from that. And it's like, yeah, some people have died from that. And you're just like, because either way, you lose. I don't know. They're like, and I should be able to live life how I want, eat what I want, do, they want to bang around who they want, all this stuff, because, life is short, you never know when you'll die, and, I don't want to be like, dang, I didn't want to eat that Twinkie or something, and look, now I'm dead. They say stuff like that, and I'm just like, eat both sides. So both sides have a point, Yeah, so, I have nothing to say. I'm not overly fit, like so muscular that you could see every muscle definition, and I can actually compete in a muscle um, competition to see how, like a female muscular competition, like, I'm the fittest, I look so buff, I look so hard, rock hard abs, yes! Oh my gosh. No, but then I'm not like on the other end of the spectrum that's just like, you know, boom, boom, pow, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm just not like, I don't have a lot of weight on me either. And I would just like to give a PSA to both sides as someone that sits between both of them. I'm tired of y'all complaining about each other. Most of y'all aren't doctors. I'll give the doctors a pass on it. And most of y'all aren't life coaches either. You didn't go to school for that, and you didn't go to school for that. I was just like, y'all both would just shut up about each other and just actually live your own lives and stop criticizing what someone else is doing with theirs. If it's not affecting you, it's not hurting nobody, why do you care? But then, of course, they never listen to that plea. So just keep watching them bring this stuff up. Keep watching it go through the cycle of trending on Twitter and every other social media of them complaining about each other. Oh, this one, they think they're all that. People die of heart attacks for being too fit. I don't want to look super masculine. Okay, I like my curves, all this stuff. Oh, please. You're overweight, you're obese, that's unhealthy, diabetes, high blood pressure, it's just bad for you, you're gonna die early. Well, most people who die early and die quick from health problems, it be the emaciated people. Oh, what? Yeah, no, but we're not emaciated, we're muscular, but y'all die from heart attacks, won't let that one go. There'll be a lot of y'all who overwork out and die from heart attacks. Okay, but those are rare cases. And it's just like, I don't know. They're always fighting. They're always fighting. Anyways, off of that topic. So, another thing that was trending on Twitter was Japan confirms its first case of SARS-like coronavirus. Why do I feel like I said that wrong? Like, okay, corona or coronavirus. See, now. Anyways, so, it says a Tokyo man is Japan's first patient infected with the mysterious corona or coronavirus. The outbreak of mysterious pneumonia cases started in Wuhan, China, and has already spread to Thailand. And I have to say this. Now, the only reason why I bring it up is like, why you bring that up? That's spreads all of them. Yeah, it is kind of division. But it kind of freaked me out because think about it, right? Like on I Am Legend, they gave, I don't know if it was vaccines or something out to people to correct or try to treat their cancer, okay? And what happened is they all reacted by like becoming vampire-like zombies. And that was like, I forgot what other show did the same thing. It was a show, because that's a movie. It was a show. I think, oh, The Strain. It took like, oh, zombies are more vampires than they are like just mindless corpses walking the earth, trying to bite on everything and infect it just because their teeth and gum have an itch. I was like, what if, right? It mutates because they go and give out they give out vaccines for it, right? And the virus mutates and makes people zombies. and then it's like a flu, like pneumonia, like respiratory zombie disease, and people walk around and they be like, for real? Oh my gosh. And what would we call them? I was like, wow, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Because, like, if they come out in full force, you know what I'm saying? This is why I don't like cities. This is why I don't like crowded areas. Every time I get in a crowded area, I complain and complain until I get out. Because I deeply believe, I don't care with what any professional has to say. I believe that crowds of people carry diseases, because all of this happened because it's too crowded in a lot of places, and that's why I was able to travel, and that's why I was able to even get this bad. This is a new disease. Like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I was like, I just can't. I have allergies. I just don't wanna. I don't wanna. Oh my gosh. Like, I have allergies. I already have post-nasal drip. That's why you hear me go sometimes. And then, like, when I cry, when I'm laughing, I do just cry. And that's why I have this to wipe my eyes when I cry laugh. Oh my gosh. Like, in the past, when I've gotten a cold, and that was just because my sister had a cold, and she would come home and give me the cold. Like, I hated that. And that's what happens when somebody's always in your space. Their air and them hacking away a lung in the air that you breathe. Those viruses attach to dust and pathogens in the air, and then you breathe it in, and that's how you get infected. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, what if it becomes a zombie disease? That's what I'm saying. Like, you saw World War Z, the first one, because I'm not gonna watch the second one. I was like, yeah, I watched the first one. I was disgusted. No, I'm not like overly into watching zombie movies. I get disgusted. It's just like, it's puke worthy. It's so gross. It's just as bad as Slither, when the guy was like, I think you're so brutal. Oh my gosh. Ew. So, I just don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know how to get away from people. Like, enough where I don't have to worry about it. Because all these people, and then just think about it now. Kim Porter died of pneumonia-like complications, so they say, okay? Like, I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, I just can't. I for real, the father of her children he has a lot of money. So, like, how would any of us who don't have millions of dollars fare? Hello? I don't know what to do. Freaking out, kinda. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Kinda like in that game, the Walking Dead game, like one of the first seasons, one of the earlier seasons, when the breakout was first starting, and someone ran down the street and said, everyone, run for your blipping lives. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyways. And then, right, so I was thinking about it some more, and I was like, didn't last year, like the end of last year, when they said hunters like to hunt deer and stuff, they said to watch out for that deer that has chronic wasting disease, the CWD disease. When I say CWD, it's like I literally said chronic wasting disease. Gosh, that's funny. But anyways, just think about it though. Like, that disease is out there. and we have a lot of imbeciles. So imagine there are still some idiots that don't read. They don't do, they not, all of the hunters aren't going to check their deer out. If it was a slow deer, they just go like, it's a slow deer. That means that this is what God gave me to eat. I'm gonna hunt it down and eat it. And then, because that chronic wasting disease is more zombie-like, just imagine any one of these diseases could come and massively affect the human population, okay, and kill a lot of people because it's contagious. And I'm just like, because you know it's only a matter of time before one of them idiots eat one of those deer. So it's like, which disease will get you?